for your family's comfort. Brought to you by Modern Heating and Greens Plumbing.
Hi, welcome to For Your Family's Comfort, brought to you by Greens Plumbing and Modern Heating. And today we're going to talk about the weather's heating up and everything outside, and we're getting more and more calls about, oh, my air conditioning's not heating or cooling like it used to.
That's right.
Or not cooling at all.
Yeah.
And can be really common things or easy things like they've got windows and doors hanging open and are running their air, for one thing.
That's right.
Or simply haven't set the thermostat from heat to cool.
That's right. There's a little switch on your thermostat that says off, heat, or cool, and you can't just turn the temperature down. You have to make sure it's flipped over to the cool setting.
It sounds really silly, but it does happen often.
And another thing that's kind of in conjunction with that, on the air conditioner on the outside of your house, there's a disconnect out there.
Yep.
And sometimes people pull the plug or flip the disconnect switch, so you just have to make sure everything's turned on.
Yep. And it shouldn't happen, but sometimes we get calls and it's brand new installs and it's not cooling properly.
That's right. There could be a little leak in the refrigeration system, and if it's undercharge or overcharge, it's not going to perform like it should, for sure.
Well, and it could be oversized or undersized.
The size of the equipment.
Yes,
that's right.
Could be oversized.
If it's oversized, it's probably going to cool you down. It won't do as good a job of dehumidifying, but it'll probably cool you down. But if it's undersized, it might run and not do the job for you.
And sometimes just because as homes age, ductwork and stuff can come apart.
It can come apart, or things can happen, things change in your house. I've seen situations where people get new carpeting, and then the carpeting installer didn't cut all the way around the hole where the register goes. So then there's some restriction there. Or maybe you missed one or two. So you don't have enough airflow. One of the biggest things with air conditioning is airflow, whether it's with your inside unit or your outdoor unit.
Well, and people move their furniture around.
They move their furniture around, that's right. Put a couch in front of it. The other day I was at a home, and he evidently had some heating issues and put a little baseboard electric heater right on the floor, almost right on top of his register, so that the air could hardly get out. So those things happen. A lot of
people don't think about it
when
that happens, but that can change the conditions in your home.
That's right.
And you did touch on refrigerant leaks, so those should be repaired. But also, what happens if a unit is overcharged? If they've had everything serviced and it's overcharged?
Well, it's actually pretty rare that it's overcharged, but it probably just isn't going to operate properly. We'll probably lose some capacity. And it's also tough on the lifespan of the equipment.
Well, in electrical issues, we find that often.
That's right. There could be over the season, there could be a loose wire or a broken wire or something simple like that. And there's other things, that can happen. Maybe a bunch of leaves have blown up against the outdoor unit again, and so that impedes the airflow around that unit or things like that.
Rodents,
that's right.
We have a lot of problems with rodents chewing on things.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But one of the biggest problems is lack of maintenance.
That's right. That's right. Everything has to be taken care of. The old rule, cleanliness is next to godliness, and that applies to your air conditioning system too.
Yep. So if your air conditioning system isn't like it used to be, maybe you need a new one. Maybe you just need to have a good checkup by a qualified technician. So give us a call here at Modern Heating, 847-7459. Or you can also call Greens at 847-7542.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.